They're coming to get you, Barbara.
What an excellent day for an exorcism.
It was pure evil.
All right.
All right.
Welcome back to another episode of OKLA Bloodcast. This is Brent.
This is Kenny.
Trying this new radio voice.
Yeah.
It actually kind of was soothing. So with my,
It works for
my
your,
roached out throat,
yeah,
it was like,
exactly.
this might be easier to kind of talk like a douchebag. So anyhow, this episode's going to be a little different because so far we've just done movies for the theme, right? Like we just pick a movie, we talk about it, or in the case of some of them, we do the double feature and talk about two of them because they're not that interesting, and we have to cram just to get a whole episode's worth out of something. We got to put two of them together.
Kind of like our last one.
Yeah. So this one, we've had a few ideas for, like top 5 list. I'm always a fan of the top 5 thing, right? Like
Top 5. Yeah.
pick like
yeah.
top 5 favorite albums and talk about it. Talk about your top 5 favorite horror movies from 1994 or something like that. So we might just get all these different themes and not the albums because this is a horror movie podcast, but that was an example. But, maybe we'll do one where it's like our top 5 favorite kills or, we get more specific top 5 favorite kills from a Friday the 13th movie.
Or top 5 favorite chainsaw kills or, and
top 5 favorite kills while the guy was masturbating. Probably not that many. There's maybe not even 5.
Poltergeist.
I don't know.
Poltergeist.
There was a scene in Poltergeist where a guy died masturbating.
Poltergeist.
Oh, Poltergeist.
Poltergeist by Troma. Yeah.
Okay. I haven't seen that, but I know what you're talking about.
Okay, there's a guy, and these two kids are making out in a graveyard, and so this pervert comes out, and he grabs the guy's underwear, and he's like sniffing him and jerking off to it, right?
Jesus.
And a hand comes up out of the grave and shoots through his ass, and comes out of his mouth, and grabs the underwear and pulls it back straight through out of his ass and back down into the grave.
Well,
so
I guess
if you dream it, they will make it.
I guess my idea wasn't that far-fetched. God damn, man.
You got to watch that now.
I was going to say now I have to see it, I think.
I got it on DVD, man. And it's a musical.
Yeah. Nice. I hate musicals, actually.
No,
just
Poltergeist, Night of the Chicken Dead, the musical. It's terrible. It's so bad. It's a train wreck, dude.
I've heard great, terrible things about it. So anyhow, it doesn't seem like this episode's going to struggle at all being an hour long.
Yeah, right.
We'll just keep going off on crazy tangents like that. And God knows where we'll end up. But so this episode we decided, and it seemed like the easier thing to do. And I feel like we could probably do this a bunch of different times.
Oh.
And the list is going to change.
Anywhere.
Because my idea for the list changed quite a bit. Because, so the original idea, right, is top 5 hot girls in horror movies.
Yeah.
Well, I started off like, okay, so do I just go back to my childhood and pick out like all the hot girls from all the Friday the 13th movies that I grew up with, or the,
Well, and yeah, I mean, I've seen so many movies. It's such a broad, pardon the pun, range of hotties.
Yeah.
There's so many. I mean, there's just how do we? I have an equal top 2.
Right.
Not one's better than the other.
Yeah, I wouldn't say like my list is any one is better than the other.
Right.
They're all different in their own right.
I like two horror hotties that are like the top of the heap.
Right.
For me.
And I kind of copped out not to interrupt you, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're all good.
But I kind of realized after I made my list, it's like, these are mostly, some are kind of modern, right? Like not, like at first I went with the mentality of classic, like going for
right.
whatever my adolescent
Curtis's
Brent was like all, hot for when I was a kid and stuff. But then I started remembering like, oh yeah, but this movie. Mm-hmm. Oh, and then this, and then it's like, well, fuck, you can't compare this girl in this movie to this girl in this movie because it's like, nostalgically speaking, like, okay, fine, but at the end of the day, this one's just hotter. So whatever, like there's like a million different things that go. When I make lists like this, it always ends up being one of those things where I overthink it to death to where I don't even know how the fuck I got to where I got by the time I get there. And so with like the music podcast that I do, it's always the same thing. Like, right. I'll start off with like this initial list of 5, and the next thing you know, by the time I overthink it to death.
They're influenced who I really got into at this right. point, and then
by the time I overthink it to death, it's like there's one person left on the original 5.
Right.
So, which was pretty much the case on this one. But, so yeah, if you want, first time we did this kind of thing, but I think the way to do it is kind of go back and forth. You do one, I do one. And me personally, like I said, I didn't rank them other than the fact that there's one that I am going to save for my number 1 at the end that I think for some reason is probably just
the cream of the crop.
Yeah, for a specific reason, but whatever. I'll get all into that when we get there. So,
okay, well,
who's your first pick?
Well, okay, and we're not starting at the top. We're just kind of
if there's an order, we'll start at the bottom and go to the top.
Okay, well, first Dana Kimmel.
Okay,
she played Chris in Friday the 13th Part 3.
Okay, I think I remember which one that was.
That was the one with her boyfriend's dude that got his head squished and his eyeball popped out.
Right, I remember.
She's a survivor,
scene.
The one to put the axe in Jason's head.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Or Vera, the Asian Mexican chick. The one that got killed in the lake that Shelley that had the mask, had the hockey mask. Remember? She was sitting on the dock. And
so is this your tie? Is this your 2 that tied?
No. These are just hotties.
Oh, you're just...
I'm sorry.
Did you make a top 5 or did you just have giant list compiled?
I don't have a top 5. I got a top 2.
Oh.
So
you're just gonna spit some out until
randomly
you get to your top 2.
Holler out until we get to the top 2.
I mean, I can respect that. Sometimes it's more fun to just do like a spitfire fucking
yeah. But no.
Like I said, like when I first decided to make the list, it was like the first couple that came to mind was one that came to mind that didn't. I guess she'll be like my honorable mention, which she will come up if we ever do like a specific hot girls of the Friday the 13th franchise. But right. Deborah Voorhees.
Oh yeah,
who also has the last name Voorhees.
Last name is yes. I know. Yeah. Oh
yeah. Yeah, like I can't say too much, but
I mean, there's so many hot chicks and the original Alice. I thought she was adorable, like girl next door hot, you know. And she ended up having a real stalker in real life.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I feel like I did see that. Was that on the? Did she talk about that on the Camp Crystal Lake memoirs thing? Yeah. Okay, I haven't watched that in a while, but that's fucking awesome documentary too, man.
It is. That is a great documentary.
Long, but it was like well worth.
Yeah, it's like 3 hours or some shit long, you know.
Oh, I think it's longer than that. I think it's one of those that's like fucking 6 hours or something crazy.
Multi-DVD compilation or
because like the Never Sleep Again thing, the Elm Street one's really fucking long too.
Well, I mean,
it's up there with the what's that series that's out now, In Search of Darkness?
Yeah,
Shudder. Yeah. Dude, those are they're cool, but it's like Jesus, man. They go through every fucking movie that's ever been made.
Who was the blonde in Nightmare? The original Nightmare.
Jesus.
I can't think of her name.
I can't either.
She was cute. Oh my gosh, she was adorable. The one that got rolled all over the room and everything.
I don't know. You're supposed to. That's why we're supposed to make a list, so you actually had your research done.
Right.
You know the one.
You know, the one, the blonde chick.
All right, well, since you've managed to spit like 3 of them out
Yeah.
in some unofficial order. So, like, my first pick was Angie Everhart from Bordello of Blood.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about her.
That's just fucking stupid. And it was actually a close tie because if I was going to, like, that movie had Erica Elienack in it too.
Oh.
Who's probably was sexier, really. But, like, she
What
was
else
a
was she
dork
in?
in that. Well, she was like one of the original Baywatch cast members.
Yeah.
And she was in, she was in Beverly Hillbillies.
Okay. Yeah.
Played,
Okay.
what's her name?
Ellie.
Ellie
Yeah.
Mae.
Yeah. Oh,
And she was in Under Siege with
Steven
Seagal.
Seagal. Yeah.
And
Who was the
Chasers.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Chasers. I was just going to say, is that the same chick for Chasers?
Yeah.
Okay.
With Berenger and whoever that other dude was. We had Tom Berenger and the kid.
I could see the cover. Cover.
So it was tough because it was like, man, she's so hot. But in that specific movie, Angie Everhart was like it was just ridiculous.
Oh,
because she was like the lady of the house kind of thing, like the bordello.
the madam or whatever.
She was whatever you want to call it. And so she was like the head vampire and everything. And so she just was fucking bad too, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And then you got Dennis Miller in that movie that just was, he's such a fucking douchebag.
He is, man. He was
hell.
so out of place, but he worked good for that movie.
No, he was great. Yeah. That movie's bad. Like, Demon Knight was legitimately a cool movie.
I love Demon Knight.
Fucking awesome movie.
That is one of my, that's one I could watch anytime, anywhere, it's.
Bordello of Blood was such a letdown.
It was.
But then, like, it has decent rewatch value because it's so bad.
That
super
Bordello
campy.
of Blood kind of reminds me of a vampire version of Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah, I could see that a little bit.
Just with all the just the way it's lit and the cartoonishness of it, kind of, and stuff, well, there's a hottie right there, Kim Cattrall.
Oh, well.
I don't know if that's really considered a horror movie, but, it's kind of a kung fu. It had monsters in it.
Sci-fi-ish.
Yeah, they had like the flying eyeball thing, and but not really horror,
Yeah. I don't know that she's done a horror movie either.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the brunette from the original Hellraiser.
Oh, I don't know her name.
I don't either.
You're talking the main chick, right?
Yeah. She was just girl next door cute,
She was just like the mom, she just kind of looked like a mom or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she was very plain, but she was pretty.
Like she should have been on Designing Women.
Yeah.
And like none of those chicks were all pretty enough, but not everybody.
They weren't hot. They were just pretty. Yeah.
She looks like she definitely would wear like the shoulder pad suits. You know what I mean? Like
I don't want to see her in that.
Well, I don't need. Nobody wants to see anybody in that. That's the thing is like. Delta Burke, I don't know. She might have been hot, but
I bet she was hot.
Problem
when she was
is, you can only picture her in
young.
shoulder pad
Betty
suits.
White
now.
was hot when she was young 100 years ago.
It's true. It's true. Well, so another one that I put on my list, since this is kind of not turning into any kind of order, but Jennifer Lawrence in House at the End of the Street.
Yes.
Good movie. Kind of more of a suspense thriller now that I think about it, more than like a horror, but there was just like, dude, I've always thought she was good looking anyhow, but in that movie specifically, there were scenes where it was just like, all right, this is fucking dumb.
Right. Yeah. Well, it was.
No, I don't mean dumb like that. I mean like her.
Her hotness was
just stupid. Yeah, like that movie was solid enough. And then here's the most fucked up thing about that movie. Her mom was Elizabeth Shue. Oh. Yeah, come on.
Elizabeth Shue, Piranha, Hollow Man.
Yeah.
Come on, I mean, she's not really a
Hollow Man really wasn't very good, but
right.
But Elizabeth Shue, she's the shit, and She was in Piranha. I forgot about that. Fuck
Yeah,
dude,
she was a cop. She was the main cop.
That was a badass fucking movie. God, we're gonna have to do an episode on that one sometime too, because that was fucking great, dude.
Right,
Jerry O'Connell.
Yeah, he was making the porn movies.
Yeah. God, dude, that was actually a really great fucking movie, and I've never seen the original from the 70s.
I'm trying to think of,
or was it the 70s or 80s?
Yeah, no, it was
70s or super early 80s then.
Yeah, it was like early 80s. Yeah. And then they did Piranha 2: The Spawning.
I've actually never seen those, so I only saw the remakes.
Right.
Which I enjoyed them both. I mean, they both were goofy ass. Like, dude, I thought the first one with Jerry O'Connell and Elizabeth Shue. Dude, fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Genius.
I'm trying to find her first name, but there's a younger actress, and I'll tell you what, if I was younger, but her last name's D'Addario.
Oh yeah. Alexandra.
Yeah. Oh,
she was
Texas
in the Texas Chainsaw.
Yeah, she was in
Leatherface.
And she was
like the niece or something that inherited the house.
Wasn't it Baywatch? Also, she was the.
Yeah. The remake thing.
Yeah, with The Rock and stuff.
Yeah, which that was funny as hell.
She was in a bikini the whole time, so come on. Yeah. But no, in Texas Chainsaw, oh my god, and her eyes.
Oh yeah.
She just got. Yeah.
Just look up at me while you do that. This is one of those episodes our wives need to never listen to.
Right. Oh, yeah. My wife ain't listening to this.
Yeah. Like, yeah, honey, trust me. You don't want to listen to it. We're fucking stupid.
Yeah, right. Oh, no.
You'll be well, in all seriousness, you will be embarrassed by the things that come out of my mouth. Right. So don't listen to it.
Well, that's all right. I was actually researching some of this last night. And my wife comes walking through, and I got all these pictures up, you know.
You had to refresh your memory and figure out, like,
exactly.
Well, I mean, how do I know which one's the hottest?
Exactly, you know. And she's like, what the hell?
Sorry?
We're doing an episode on hot chicks. What?
Well, the good thing is, here's how this works. You tell your wife the truth, which is,
yeah,
hey, it was Brent's idea. Problem is, I got to lie to mine and be like, dude, it was Kenny's idea.
Totally.
Fucking pervert. I didn't want to do it. I was against it. I was like,
you're the hottest thing ever.
Yeah. I was like, I can't really, I have eyes for only one woman. And frankly, I think that this is demeaning towards women everywhere.
But
okay, Kenny, twist my arm. God damn it. Well, hey, that's the whole thing. Like, nobody that's listening to this podcast is going to be offended because hot chicks are a staple in horror movies, and you got girls that are like in horror
Boobs
movies.
and Blood.
They get it. Like the chicks in the movies get it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Danielle Harris gets it.
Dude, okay, you just mentioned her. It's one of my top 2.
I knew it was going to be one of your top 2. Here's why I can't do it.
Danielle Harris.
She is hot. There's no fucking denying it.
And she's like 4 foot tall.
But she's known like her breakthrough was when she was a kid, so I was like, I can't consider her like a hot chick of horror because she's hot now. But, and at least, okay, so she was an adult in the Hatchet movies, so it's like, okay, so it still counts, but.
Well, and she's done so much more than what, and she's also a director, she's a filmmaker, she's, and I got to meet her.
I was going to say, your other top 2 isn't going to be Scout Compton.
No, but she is adorable, but I don't think she's that hot.
No, she's got it's a cuteness.
Yeah.
Although with age, I will say that there has been more of a sexiness coming out in her, which is weird because she doesn't act. Does she even do anything anymore?
I haven't seen her in anything.
Her and Danielle Harris have a podcast actually now.
Do they really?
Yeah, I think they just debuted it, and it's called Talk Scary to Me.
Really? Yeah. Nice. I have to check that out.
Pretty sure. I might be mixing the words up, but I'm pretty sure that's what it's called.
No,
I haven't listened to it yet, but
yeah, I'm older than Danielle, of course, but man, she's always had. I mean, ever since the original Halloweens, I mean, and not that I thought she was hot then,
right.
She was
not.
A kid, but
right.
and then kind of lost track of her for a few years, and then all of a sudden, she's in this movie and this movie, and it's
Hatchet.
like, oh, she is just she is.
And I can remember her back in Roseanne.
Oh yeah, when she was the neighbor
my
next
age.
door that David kept staring out the window and getting in trouble by.
Yeah, I want to say that she's right around my age, so she's probably like I'm 40.
Right.
She's maybe 42. She's maybe got a couple years on me.
Yeah, she might. She might.
I mean, you got to figure when did
I know
Halloween 4 come out.
She spent her 11th birthday on the set of Halloween 5.
And that was what year? 90 or 89? 88 was Halloween 4, right? Yeah, because it was the 10-year anniversary.
So. I think so.
So she's a year older than me if it was 90.
89.
Okay. So she's 2 years older than me, so yeah.
Yeah, so
she'd be
42.
So that ain't too young.
No,
me.
she's 8 years younger than me.
Yeah.
I'm sure she's into older, long-haired guys with shitty jobs.
Yeah. Well, what girls aren't?
Yeah. Only the bad girls. No, Danielle. She is my. She's one of my top tier.
Right.
One of two. I mean, there's only one other one that will even compete with her. So
I'm gonna hold off on guessing. Because you never know. Maybe we'll end up having the same ones. My next pick, it's kind of funny because we were just talking about, maybe she's into long-haired guys that are older and have shitty jobs. This one, I'm trying to figure out what the fuck she's into because the guy she's with, I can't figure it out. But Megan Fox. And Jennifer's Body. Oh. And this honestly needs to be a tie because Amanda Seyfried, if that's how you say her last name, I think it is, equally as hot. Really. She's more of a dork in this movie.
Yeah, But she's got those big old eyes and just
the make-out scene thing. What guy? I got no words for it. See,
and here's the thing. Okay, so I just recently watched the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with her in it.
Yeah, those are fun.
Oh, and she's just my God. I mean, Megan Fox. Her only downfall. She only has one flaw. She has toe thumbs.
Wasn't it just one of them, though?
Is it just one? I thought
I heard it was just one. She had one thumb that was fucked up.
It's like a toe thumb or something.
Would you care, though?
No, not
You'd
really.
probably let her stick the toe thumb in your butt.
If Megan Fox, maybe.
Yeah. That's kind of what I thought. But let's talk about Machine Gun Kelly.
What? No, let's not.
That's all I had to say was, what?
That's just, man, what a waste of human skin.
Yeah.
I do not like that guy. I'm sorry.
He's a knob. He's just a fucking douche.
Yeah. And, okay, so
I was going to say a waste of probably a pretty nice vagina, but it's God, dude, that guy.
And
the thing was, the whole relationship she had with Brian Austin Green before that.
I know,
that was
right?
admirable. He's an older dude, but they've been together
he was
for
cool.
fucking forever, and he was cool. It was he was Machine Gun. He played Machine Gun Kelly on 90210.
Yeah,
fucking 30 years ago.
Yeah,
but in real life was fucking cool.
And
now she goes and fucking
that freak. I mean, dude. Okay, so
the actual douchebag that her husband used to play on TV.
Right. And, when The Dirt came out.
Oh, it was perfect for Tommy.
I did not like Machine Gun Kelly before The Dirt came out, but I'm I'll give him a chance. And, dude, he killed it.
No, he nailed the Tommy thing.
Because
Tommy's kind of a fucking douchebag. Too. Yeah. He's just a fucking, I don't know.
He's just a bigger douchebag that tamed down the douchebag to be Tommy.
Yeah. There's cool, endearing qualities about Tommy. And it's with Machine Gun Kelly, it's he just recently went on some rant about how he was pissed because he didn't get nominated for a Grammy. It's newsflash, your music sucks. Yeah.
There's not a good quality.
You thought because you got Travis Barker on the drum kit behind you, you all of a sudden deserve a Grammy?
No.
I don't give a fuck if you got Geddy Lee playing bass for you.
You suck.
Your shit still sucks.
There's no redeeming qualities to his stuff. Dude, when The Dirt came out and and Motley Crue came out with that song, the song rocked. Until Machine Gun Kelly kicks in, I'm like,
Oh, you're talking about the Dirt song?
Yeah.
I didn't like it at all. I don't think I made it to the Machine Gun. Kelly part.
It was. I'm like, okay, it's Crew. I love Crew, but it's Crew. you know.
Anything in the last 20 years.
Yeah,
has
it's
been,
like
barely worth talking about.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, bad.
Yeah. What's this podcast about again?
Hot chicks.
Oh, yeah. And horror movies.
And hot chicks in horror movies.
You know, maybe we shouldn't call them hot. Maybe we should just call them
sexy chicks.
aesthetically pleasing women.
There you go.
In horror.
Yeah. This says 2021, right?
Oh, fuck, it is.
You got to be PC
We're
now,
canceled
right?
already. All right, so let's talk about Jessica Biel and Texas Chainsaw.
Oh.
That remake.
Oh, okay. I just watched a clip from that last night, and it's the clip where she's walking through the field up to the house, and the camera is just right below her ass. And it's just watching it just...
Yeah, that kick.
Oh.
I think that was the thing with Jennifer Lawrence and House at the End of the Street. It was like they just shot it just right to where that ass was just doing this like... It was like making that sound when they walk.
Right,
you know?
right.
It's like you don't hear it, but you do.
Oh, and Jessica Biel had those low rise.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and I mean, just tight. It's like, I don't even think they were jeans. I honestly think they spray painted that.
They probably did. Just to fuck with us.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm not the only one that was noticed. Let's face it, anybody with a dick noticed all of that. Actually, even the chicks noticed it. Like, fuck, how do I get that?
Bitch is hot.
Yeah, how do I look like that? Like literally any chick watching that now is going to get on her phone and Google, how do I look like Jessica Biel in Texas Chainsaw?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I got one for you. And sometimes she's hot. I think she's hotter in movies than she is in real life. And that's Rose McGowan.
Yeah, I'll give you that one. First movie I saw her in was actually, it was, I think around the time, well, I think it was made before she was with Marilyn Manson. But I saw it.
I lost a lot of respect for her when she got with him.
Yeah, that's pretty gross. He's just gross anyhow. It's like everybody being all surprised with everything going on right now. It's like, you're surprised? He fucking wrote a book like 20, 30 years ago. How long ago? I don't even know. That book came out. I read it.
Yeah. And it was...
He should have been tried the minute that book came out, some of the shit that was in there.
And
the
they're
shit
like...
that he did to groupies and stuff, like... This isn't new.
This isn't a normal human being.
No, yeah, it's not this whole thing. All these women coming out now. It's like, I mean, if it's all true,
yeah,
it's terrible. I feel bad, but like at the same time, like he pretty much told you this was going on in a book,
and nobody gave
a fuck. But now it's 2021, and everybody now all of a sudden
everybody's sensitive, and my feelings are hurt.
Yeah, now I know I'm treading some thin water here. Like,
yeah,
I get it. Like, rape and abuse isn't cool.
No, not at all.
I'm just saying, like, the things
he threw it out there to your face.
But the things these women are describing is like all the same shit he already admitted to. So, like, what the fuck what's he in question about?
Right.
What is there to question? I feel like you sign.
It's kind of public knowledge.
I feel like if you start dating Marilyn Manson from the time that book came out on, you didn't know what you were signing on for? I don't know. I guess maybe shame on him. Like, he should have, on the first date, handed them a copy of the book and said, look,
I'm a rapist.
I'm going to need you to read. I'm going to need you to read this. Whatever. Now I realize that people are going to listen to this and I sound like a piece of shit human being.
Edit.
No, fuck it. I ain't going to edit that out. Because I'm just making a joke.
Right.
It is what it is. And there's probably...
But...
There's details to this that we probably don't know.
Oh, I'm sure.
There's a reason they
two sides.
They just raided his house like 2 days ago.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah.
Oh,
and confiscated like laptops and all this shit. So there's probably some shit we don't really know that...
We're going to be finding out here soon.
Well, yeah.
But back to Rose McGowan.
I was making a joke, motherfuckers.
But back to Rose McGowan and Scream.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So, fuck, what was the name of the movie?
Or as Cherry Darling and Planet Terror.
Oh, yeah.
And the
Machine Gun Leg.
Yeah, and the writer chick in Death Proof.
Yep. Yeah.
She was in both those.
She was bad as fuck in Planet Terror, man.
She was. Oh,
the Machine Gun Leg is so fucking ridiculous. Like, how do you not just like almost piss yourself laughing? By the time that all happens, you're just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Fucking awesome. I'm trying to think of the name of the movie, though, that I was starting to talk about. it came out back in like the 90s. Like she was young, and this was before she even dated Marilyn Manson. I want to say it was called like Demolition something. I gotta fucking look it up. Oh, Doom Generation. That was it.
Doom Generation.
You remember that movie?
Nah, I don't think I've seen that one.
95.
So
she had to have been young. Maybe she's older than I thought, though. I didn't think she was too much older than me, but she's 48, so.
Okay, I got one. What about, what's her name? Shannon.
Shannon Elizabeth. You going to say that from
Shannon.
13 Ghost? And,
and Jack Frost.
Okay, I haven't seen that yet.
Okay.
I know we talked about it. That'll probably be the next episode.
She gets raped in the shower by a murderous snowman.
Right.
So that, just to watch the movie for that, it's absolutely worth it.
Well, I think we were discussing that being a possibility for the Christmas episode. So nothing says Christmas, kids, quite like a snowman raping a girl in a bathtub. So there's that to look forward to.
Yeah. It's a fun movie, though. It really is. It's so dumb. It's fun. It's fun.
I do want to watch that. Obviously, that's something that's like, well, kids need to go to bed, and I got a few of those that I think we're going to have. We might have time to squeeze in a couple Christmas episodes.
I think we could. We probably could.
Might have to get ambitious and just pop out a couple quick episodes back to back here. Right. We need the people to listen to. We need to give them more to listen to anyhow. So,
right.
The holidays coming up. There's so much. Like I watched Krampus last night, and it's like
I still got to see it. I have not seen Krampus yet. I got to see that one.
It's fun, so I'll leave it at that because that's an episode's worth anyhow. So we actually watched it again last night. I fell asleep because I'm old, so for the sake of wrapping this up in some short amount of time and not going on 500 other tangents that don't relate to what the fuck we're talking about, I would say my number one for this list, because she's kind of become like a horror icon within a pretty well-known franchise, and is probably the best set of tits in all of horror. Jennifer Tilly.
Oh.
Yeah. And it's like a different kind of hot. I made her my number one, and she's not like hotter than the others at all. She's not as hot as Jessica Biel, but like.
And I love, and I never even thought of her. So that is a great. Oh, and the Chucky movies.
That's what I'm saying. Like she's the Bride of Chucky. Oh. That first fucking Bride of Chucky movie. Oh, or I guess the only Bride of Chucky movie. But the first one she was in. What was the one
where she was with Redman? And he gets gutted at the table.
Was that in Seed of Chucky?
Yeah, it was Seed of Chucky.
Because I only saw that one once, and I was kind of like,
in that one.
Yeah,
but Jennifer Tilly. Oh,
but dude, she's one of those that carries the extra weight really well.
Oh, she does, and her. I mean, she's just sexy.
Yeah.
Oh, just sexy.
Just natural, like yeah.
The way she talks, the way she moves. I cannot argue with that.
Yeah. But yeah, now, Bride of Chucky, she was at the fucking height of her hotness. Like, it was ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
And she was so cool in it, too. That's the thing, is like, she was so fucking cool in that movie.
Yeah. I mean, I was older when that movie came out, but I would imagine if I was a teenage boy when that came out and I did not have a girlfriend, I'd spend...
Well, I remember seeing it in the theater, and I'm trying to think of how old I was. What year did that come out? Like 98? So I think it was 98. Let me look this up because, it's important to be accurate. So I'm told. I'm never accurate, but Bride of Chucky, 98. Yep. So yeah, I was 17. So,
no.
Makes sense.
She's still, oh my word.
Yeah, well, and there's the new TV show, and she's in it.
Right.
The clips I've seen. I haven't watched the show yet.
I haven't either.
I don't have Showtime, so I'm like waiting until they're finished. I think they only had like 2 episodes left last time I saw.
Right. Well,
and then I'll sign on, do a free trial.
Yeah, and catch it all in like 3 days or something.
Binge watch it, and then be like, okay, I'm good. But dude, she looks great.
Right.
On this,
and I have no idea how old. She's got to be my age. She's got to be. Actually, I think she's older than me.
Dude. She's probably
in her mid-50s at least.
Definitely. And she's Canadian. I didn't know that.
I did not know
she
that either.
She is 63.
Is she really? Oh my God.
She is seriously not quite a year younger than my mom.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's insane. Wow.
I just creeped myself out. But no, I mean, you know, she's a class act in a way, like
she
too,
is.
just
she
as
is.
a as
and
an
she
actress.
is horror
and,
royalty, kind of. You know,
I mean, she's
so.
the bride of Chucky. So
yeah, I mean, that's
she could have made
iconic. That's
that
iconic.
She could have made that one movie, that one and only time.
Yeah. And she's in a lot of other stuff. I mean, it ain't like that's her only claim to fame.
Bound with
oh yeah.
What's her name? Gina Gershon.
Oh,
yeah.
That is a hot chick. Oh man, Gina Gershon and wasn't she in what's Rescue
Showgirls?
Me?
Oh.
She was in Rescue Me.
I didn't watch that show. Dennis Leary's awesome, but I never did watch that show.
It was a good show. It was okay. It wasn't like I gotta like watch this, you know. It was okay.
Yeah.
My horror hottie, and she is not a scream queen. She's not in too many. The one horror movie that counts for me with this chick, Selma Hayek.
Oh. See, it's funny because almost on my list. And at some point I took it off because because I know you're going to say From Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah.
Because that scene is, And I mean, still, every fucking movie she's in, it's like, how does she still look like that?
Oh, I just seen, actually on Facebook, I was scrolling Facebook, and it said and this was like the day before yesterday, and she just posed for a Maxim magazine.
Yeah, she's probably like, 55, 60. She's up
She's
there.
almost 60.
Yeah.
And she's like wearing this Baywatch bikini. Yeah. And dude, she don't look a day over like 28, 30. And I'm like,
it's fucking stupid. Yeah.
Yeah. But that scene alone made me fall in love with her. When she comes out with that snake wrapped around, and I don't care. She could have stuck her foot in my mouth and poured a beer down her leg. I would have drank it. I don't give no fucks whatsoever.
That's the great thing about Quentin Tarantino too. Like, or well, it wasn't actually. It was.
Well, you know, he does in real life has like a foot fetish.
Oh yeah. I know he had a hand in that movie, but it was actually him and
Robert Rodriguez.
Yeah. So I'm trying to remember the whole deal. Did he write it and Robert Rodriguez directed it? I'm trying to remember. He had a hand in it.
Yeah, I know. I know that he was. Yeah.
Maybe he just wrote that scene.
Right. Oh,
you know. Whatever the case is, yeah, he does have a foot fetish because he's just came out and said it. And you can tell in his movies.
Oh, yeah.
Bridget Fonda and fucking, what was the, Jackie Brown.
Yeah.
Fucking dirty ass feet propped up all the time. Yeah. And like, what's her name? And Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, playing Sharon Tate.
Yeah.
Margot Robbie.
Yo, yeah. Oh, she's
okay, it's not a horror movie, but we're going to touch on this for a second. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, one of my favorite fucking movies that has come out in the last few years. I mean,
right.
I've fucking
only
good,
seen
man.
Bits and pieces. I got to watch it all the way through.
It's so good. I even he put out a novelization of it. And I haven't had much time to read lately, but I listened to the audiobook.
Okay.
At work.
Right.
And dude, that's really fucking good. I mean, and it's totally different. Like he adds so much shit that,
right.
You know, but dude, such a great movie. I mean, I love Tarantino. And his movies are so fucking good. I would say Jackie Brown.
Dude, his
hands
movies,
down my least favorite.
I'm not a fan. Not a fan.
It's a dud.
Although Pam Grier.
Well, there's endearing qualities about the movie, but you know, definitely my least favorite movie. But man, I gotta say, the more I've only watched it a couple times, I guess. I think 2 or 3 times, 3 tops. But it's also one of those like, it's not even like the more you watch it, but also the more you think about it. Right. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is a really fucking brilliant movie, a really great movie.
I need to sit through that one and like watch it.
I mean, have you watched the ending?
No.
Oh fuck, dude. You haven't even seen the fucking movie then, dude. Because the last fucking 10, 15 minutes, you just shit your pants because it just goes off the deep end. It's just like, where the fuck did this come from?
I got it.
Not what you think.
Right. I got to check it out. I got to.
And Brad Pitt's so fucking cool in it.
Brad Pitt,
it's one of those, like, I almost have like this gay man crush thing on Brad Pitt just in that movie because he's like, I want to be, other than the fact that I don't want to murder my wife because he does murder his wife, but
right.
That's one part of the movie that, spoiler alert, but they kind of show it. I don't know. The book, it's one of those things where they kind of leave it wide open, but in the book, Quentin Tarantino confirms that his character did in fact kill his wife. So other than that, I'm trying to think of Brad Pitt's character's name in that movie, but dude, he's so fucking cool.
Dude,
he's the shit, man. He's like the coolest guy.
I've got to check it out. I have to. Because I've heard you talk about it before, and I've caught like bits and pieces, but I haven't. I don't even know the main structure of it. You know what I mean? So I've got.
Well, and Leonardo DiCaprio, some of his scenes where he's acting in this Western and stuff, they are really slow. I've had a lot of people tell me like, oh, I just thought that was really slow. It is, but if you get down to the root of what it's about and everything, it's just like, man, it's such a brilliant fucking...
Right. Well, dude, Tarantino is just ingenious. I mean, and the way his universe... all of his...
Everything interlocks in some small way.
Yeah.
The dialogue's so crazy, and it's so offensive by today's standards, but he gets away with it. I guess he was grandfathered into it, maybe, but then at the same time, like, there's a lot of depth to his writing and stuff to where it's not just some ignorant son of a bitch throwing like crazy racist stuff.
And what you might think is something, minuscule that's happening, it could just fly by, and it could be like another movie later and you'd be like, oh
yeah, that. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's,
because he has like characters that are related. Like this guy's related to this guy.
Well, Madsen is Vincent Vega's
right. John
brother.
Travolta's brother.
Yeah. I was like,
just weird shit like that, Yeah, man. So anyhow, Salma Hayek's butthole. That was the whole root of that.
Pretty much.
Well, yeah.
Salma Hayek.
Yeah, dude, that's hard to argue with just because, I guess like I thought about that scene too, and I don't have a good reason for excluding her other than the fact
that is just one of those scenes. That's one of those horror movies. It's not really a horror movie. It's vampires and stuff. So it's technically
it's like an action movie that kind of just morphs into a fucking
because
horror shit
first
show.
20 minutes, all of a sudden there's vampires. You're like, where the fuck this come from? You know, but that one scene, if you ask anybody who's seen that movie or any horror movie. Okay, name one hot chick in a horror movie. That's probably the one scene. Oh man, when that chick with the snake comes out, and
Well, that's one of those too, where like I don't care if it's you, one other guy, and 15 other women. That scene comes on, the whole room's getting quiet.
Yeah,
they're watching every.
And it's so slow.
Yeah,
she takes her time.
Everybody just stops. They stare. They sweat. Women are gonna understand. Like, that scene's hot.
So I think my wife, when we was actually dating, and I was actually watching that, and I was trying not to play off that I was like,
this is disgusting. I'm not aroused at all.
And she's like, damn, she's hot.
That's the thing. That's when you know that a woman seriously is sexy is when another woman is like, yeah, fuck, that's wow. Like because women are bitches, dude. Like they're not cool to each other. They're like, another chick's hot and they look at him, they're like, fucking skank. Let's do that kind of thing, whore. But then like, dude, when they give another woman props, like, oh shit. That's fucking sexy. Like, that's like a whole other level of sexy.
And you could look at her.
It's like, no, I get it. It's fine. Well, anyhow, I think this has almost kind of gone off the rails, and I'm going to wrap it up anyhow. But that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it.
Yeah. We're always off
if you want something serious, and if you want something with facts and. Like we said before, go look it up on Wikipedia if you want
not us.
quote-unquote facts. This ain't what we're doing.
Yeah, no, we're easily sidetracked. Shiny things.
Anyhow, well, there was our top 5-ish. I think we
Kinda,
went. I think
30.
there was maybe, I don't know how many we talked about. Let's just call it the hot girls of horror.
Yeah.
And
probably
thanks
more coming up,
for
I'm
listening, and I'm sorry.
Or not.
If you are thinking about starting your own podcast, look no further than Buzzsprout. Buzzsprout made it so simple that even I managed to figure this out and put together my own podcast. Once you have all the gear you need to get started, Buzzsprout makes the rest of it super easy. Everything from getting you started on monetizing your podcast so you can make money, because who doesn't like to make a little bit of extra coin? And on top of that, the best part about Buzzsprout is you can get started and try it out for free. So head over to buzzsprout.com today and make your podcasting dreams come true.